All right, we talked about farming and foods and why you want to do that. And I want to walk you through the process of making some of the best foods for resource gathering. You're going to need a few items. One of them here is the nutrient processor, and this one looks different because I'm on my freighter, but the one that you can build at any location will work just as fine. It's the same thing. So once you have your nutrient processor, we're going to open it up, and I'm going to show you what you need for the Stellarator donuts. So I'm going to open my recipe catalog, and I'm going to go all the way to the end of where the Stellarator is. And I'm going to hit E to show you all of the components that you need. Now, so starting at the bottom, you need fresh milk. It can be found from farming animals. You're going to need some heptaploid wheat. Heptaploid wheat. It's always a weird word. And that can be found on planet surfaces. You just use your scanner to look for the wheat symbol in your visor, head towards it. It's going to look like a stalk of wheat, and just harvest it. So you're going to need some of that. Faecium, or poo, can be gotten various methods, but the most common one is to feed the animals on a planet, wait for them to poo, pick up the poo, and then you have faecium. Okay? Can also be harvested from the gut rot flour if you want to farm it that way and don't want to deal with animals. You can get it from the gut rot flour. All right. You're going to need sweet root, and that is another item that's just found along with, like the heptaploid wheat. It's just found on planet surfaces. So you're going to have to do some farming or exploring to go find these and get them. I'd get a bunch while you're there on a planet and it has heptaploid wheat. Set a timer for 15-30 minutes. Just go find a bunch. Same with sweet root. Just go find a bunch. And then we got more fresh milk, because you're going to need cream from the fresh milk. You're going to need sugar from the sweet root. Chromatic metal, which can be used by refining copper, is going to get you silicone eggs. Right? So we refine some of these things in step 1 to get stage 2. That faecium is going to get you the wild yeast. Yeast and flour is going to get you dough. Fresh milk is going to get you cream. Cream is going to get you butter, or churned butter. And that's going to get you your clarified oil. The oil and the dough is going to get you your lumpen donut. And then over here, you're going to make processed sugar from the sweet root. You're going to need 2 of those. And then your fresh milk is going to get you some more cream. Your chromatic metal is going to get you eggs. And that is going to get you, all of those is going to get you the stellar custard. So then you take your stellar custard and your lumpen donut, and that's going to make your Stellarator. It seems more complicated than it is. This is not that difficult. It takes just a couple of resources. You need milk, some wheat, some poo, chromatic metal, sweet root. There's 5 ingredients, right? This is not difficult. You just have to set up your processes to make these things. So once you have the Stellarator, why on earth would I want to have that? I'm going to show you the difference between using the Stellarator and not using the Stellarator donuts in your nutrient processor. So there's a couple things you're going to need. You're going to have the Nutrient Ingestor unlocked and made and put into your technology slot in your backpack. You can see I've got quite a few things up here, but you need that Nutrient Ingestor, and I believe that can be the recipe can be unlocked on the Atlas station using salvage data, and I don't think it's all that expensive to unlock, like 90 something weird. I'm gonna go to my mold balls farm and get good old trusty fungal mold, because I want to show you what we can do with nanite farming. We're gonna harvest one of these balls without eating a donut, and then we're going to do it again eating a donut, and we're going to see how many we get while consuming a donut. All right, let's get my mining tool. I got my mining multi-tool out, and I'm just going to shoot it once to get it to flow away. And then we can I not push it? All right, so if we look at my inventory, do I have any already? I know, Tim, you know me. I like to have a stack of everything. I do not have any fungal mold on me, or curious mold, or whatever it's called. I don't have any. So we're gonna mine this. Boink. Runaway mold. Okay, so we got 1,013 out of that one. Let's take a look at this. 1,013 out of one without eating a donut. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to click on our Nutrient Ingestor. It's going to pop open this new menu. We're going to click on the empty box and we're going to pick the Stellarator donut and we're going to drop it in there. Now, as you can see, that donut, because I've got a huge stack of 93, for the next 15 hours, that's the duration. The effect doesn't change. Plus 64% of resources mined. That's going to be cutting down trees, mining rocks, dihydrogen, whatever you mine is going to be increased by 64%. So let's begin the ingestion. Let's go ahead and take these out. So it only lasts for 10 minutes by itself. One of them will get you 10 minutes. Now let's come back here and let's mine this one and let's see how many we get out of that. 3,087. 3,087 with. So as you can see, we made more, we got more. Now, if I was trying to make a bunch of nanites, I'm going to come here, I'm going to get all these. And we just picked up, oops. We just picked up a ton. Oops, wrong buttons. Look at that. We just got 3.5, we just got 3 full stacks of fungal runaway mold. Aaron, why do you need runaway mold? Oh, that's a good question. Let's come over here to my refining station. You need a refiner. It doesn't matter which one. I'm making nanite clusters. Put this away. We're going to come in here, go to our suit, find our runaway mold that we just made. Oh, there's some. I'm going to put a full stack in there. It's going to give me 2,000 nanites. Fill up all of these with my nanites. Now, because it's still active, and I'm going to go mining, if I hit this tree, I'm going to get a lot more than the 362 carbon. That's a heck of a lot more than you normally would. A heck of a lot more. Here we go. Here's some carbon. Condensed carbon crystals. Bang. 242. That's a lot more than you normally would. We're getting plus 64%. So, you know, let's take a look at some of these rocks. These minerals. We get ferrite dust. All this dihydrogen. You can really, really ramp up your gathering that you need. Hey, jerks. Look at that oxygen I just got. So very, very handy. That's not the only reason to get food going in the nutrient processor and creating different foods. There's a whole bunch of different foods that you can make. They all give you different buffs to your character. And if we take a look at some of those, right, we've got these foods will help with words translated. We got flora analysis. So if you eat a wriggling donut or haunted chocolate dreams, you're going to increase your flora analysis by 6,000%. There's cold resistance. There's jetpack tank refuels. So if I eat a perpetual cake, my jetpack tanks is going to now hold 329% more than it does by default. Life support tanks, fauna analysis, heat resistance, shield strength, radiation resistance, mineral analysis, sprint recovery over time, sprint distance, hazard protection battery, solar panels, and toxic resistance. So you can see there's a lot of different foods that you can make to help you in your efforts of No Man's Sky. So hope that was helpful. If you got any questions, go back and rewatch the video. I mostly use it for minerals, so that's why I have so many Stellarator donuts, because I will bounce between this curious mold deposit and another one, get those runaway molds, come back here, do it again, come over there, do it again, come back here, do it again, until I'm full, which doesn't take very long. And then I fill up my refiners, and then I have nanites. You need those nanites, a lot of nanites in the game, to unlock various things. Let's say you want to have more creatures at your disposal. Well, if I want to unlock the next slot to have another one, I got to have 20,000 nanites. That's a lot. So this is an easier way to get just a ton of nanites. How many do I have on me? I got 48,000 nanites because I've been doing this method. So if I want to go ahead and unlock that, I can do it. Now I can have another animal that I can have as a companion. I already got a bunch. But you're going to need nanites to upgrade ship classes, upgrade multi-tool classes. There's a whole slew of reasons why you need a ton of nanites. And this is a great way to do that by cooking some foods, eating it in your Nutrient Ingester, and having fun with it.